そんな風にね。さて、約束通りにこれはヨがもらっていくぞ。
Yoink. He shouts at the top of his voice and tucks the pendant into his coat.
あいつ商品を捕まえればいいだけのことだ。
Easy. The men climb onto the stage and point their guns at the young boy.
動くんじゃねえぞ。動いた瞬間にてめえは蜂の巣だ。
Okay.
ほう。ならばやってみるがいい。
足を狙え。賞金は山分けだ。いいな。
Legs. I hear gunshots. However, the boy does not look hurt.
確かに当たったはずだ。なぜ傷がない。
Damn, it's like he's a vampire and it's not just fucking bullets that'll hurt him.
アホが避けたからに決まっておろう。
バカ言うんじゃねえ。銃弾を避けられる
He's
人間
not
なんて
human.
この世にいるわけがねえ。
そうか。だがあいにくと世は人間ではない。
Damn, the fucking 1-2. The boy takes a fighting stance, and an instant later, all the men but one have fallen to the ground.
バカな。
Don't worry. He's wasting his energy on the fodder. The last man collapses, and a profound silence fills the room. The boy turns to the audience. There's hatred in his eyes, hatred so great that it feels suffocating just to witness.
恐怖せよ人間ども。これが我らの怒り、我らの憎しみだ。世はここに宣言する。吸血鬼の一族は決して貴様たちを許さないことを。貴様らすべてに我らが味わった苦しみと痛みを平等に分け与えることを。
These words cause the panic in the audience to reach new heights, and the screams only get louder. The child on stage watches and laughs, then disappears behind the curtains. Yeah, he's just gonna fuck off.
行くぞ。
Where?
あの子供、放っておいては何をするかわからない。その手を人の血に染めることもそう遠くはないだろう。あれはそういう目をしている。止めなければいけない。
Van Helsing begins running to the stage. Wait, Van Helsing! I try to follow him, but Lupin grabs me by the hand.
待て待て、落ち着けって。まともに追いかけたところであのおちびちゃんには追いつけねえよ。それにバンのやつもらしくねえ。あんな熱くなるやつじゃねえだろうに。一体どういうつもりなんだかな。
Aren't we going after him?
心配すんな。不愛想メガネだろうと、あいつは俺たちの仲間だ。放ってはおかねえよ。今から先回りする。
先回りなんてできるの？どこに逃げるのかもわからないのに。
To the left.
任せとけ。超一流の泥棒紳士、
Alright.
アルセーヌ・ルパン様を信じろ。
So wherever he goes, the opposite way. Lupin starts running, and we follow him out of the tent in a rush. We leave the auction venue behind. Soon we arrive at the nearby forest where we had met Van Helsing for the first time.
おいルパン、完全にあさっての方向だぜ。本当にこんなところにいんのかよ。
ああ、間違いなくいる。あいつは見たとこ単独犯だ。いくら強かろうがマフィアみてえな組織相手に逃げ切るのは不可能。必ず一度身近な場所に隠れようとする。
Yeah, doubt.
ここいらじゃ この森が最も手近だ。俺が以前逃げ込んだようにな。
なるほど。犯罪者心理ということですか。さすが超一流の泥棒紳士ですね。
そういうこと。俺たちとは別の足音。距離が近い。もうすぐだ。
Easy enough. Lupin speeds up and we do our best to keep up with him. We break through bushes into a clearing. The boy from before is standing there, dumbfounded.
なんだ貴様ら。まさかあの場所から追いかけてきたのか。世に追いつける人間がいるとは驚きだな。
You're not that impressive, calm down.
だがペンダントは返さんぞ。貴様らに捕まってやる義理もない。
We look at each other.
そいつがお前の親父さんの持ち物ってなら取り返す義理はねえ。お前をマフィアに差し出すのもどうやら寝覚めが悪そうだ。
ではなぜ世を追ってきた。物を返せというわけでもなく、
We're catching you
囚われろと
anyways.
いうわけでもない。
Just for bragging rights.
目的が見えんな。
できれば僕たちは君に自首をしてほしいんだ。もちろん
Yes, because the other person
Mafia
won't do
相手じゃ
anything
ない。
bad at all.
信頼できるヤードの人を僕たちは知ってる。その人に事情を話して、そこで叱るべき対応を受けてほしい。
余計な世話だ。世にとっては人間など皆同じだ。邪魔をするならば容赦はしないぞ。
Just as Van Helsing said, it's impossible to tell what he'll do. That expression of hatred. He might harm someone else later on. But from how he fought earlier, we don't stand a chance against him. Lupin and I have an idea. I take a step forward and, persuade him. Please stop. No. Fuck. We're just gonna capture him. If we don't say anything, he's going to get away. Surely only bad things can come of that. Now is the time for action. Ha!
人間にしては大した身のこなしだ。だが
He jumps back easily, avoiding my attack. Then as he lands, he bounds forward, a leg extended in a vicious flying kick. This is what Van Helsing's for. His small body rushes at me like a bullet. However, MP thrusts out his arm, blocking the boy's attack at me. Thanks, buddy.
て腕しびれる。
何。
The boy steps back in shock. MP!
平気平気。こんなのどうってことな
His
いね。
arm's
なん
fucking
せ俺は
broken.
世界一の天才技師だからね。
He is obviously in pain, and being a genius has absolutely nothing to do with it. But thank you for protecting me.
いやいや、どういたしまして。おい、少年。どんな理由があったってな。女を蹴ろうなんざ男の風上にも置けねえぞ。
世の一撃を受けてその程度だと。貴様まさか。
Suddenly, we hear footsteps from behind. I turn around to see Van Helsing. Yeah, he can handle it. You caught up. Van Helsing says nothing, glaring silently at the boy before us.
前は
久しぶりだな。竜の子、ドラキュラ。
その名はもう捨てた。世は父の名を継いだのだ。
そうか。では私もお前を
Oh no.
ドラクロワ2世と呼ぼう。
Do these two know each other? I'm about to ask when. In an instant, Delacroix slides in close to Van Helsing and swings a fist. Van Helsing blocks the punch with his gun. But the force of the impact causes him to jump back to avoid falling over.
よくものこのこと世の前に 顔を出せたものだな。
お前はこのままでは闇に落ちる。私と同じように。
貴様が知ったような口を叩くな。
I mean, obviously, they're gonna have a history. The attack is intense. The boy throws a storm of punches too fast for the human eye, but Van Helsing calmly blocks them.
殺してやる。貴様
Don't
は
worry, he'll
絶対
tucker
に
himself
殺して
out.
やる。
悪いが、私はまだ死ねない。
Van Helsing swings his gun, but Delacroix jumps back to avoid the strike. The two glare at each other, and there's no room for anyone to intervene. But
見つけたぞ。
we hear the other bounty hunters closing in. They finally cut off. Delacroix looks away for a moment.
ヘルシング、貴様が父上を殺したあの場所で待っている。もし来なければ、世がお前を探し出し、
Okay.
お前とお前の大切な者たちを一人残らず殺してやる。そこにいる者たちも全員だ。
His eyes are full of murderous intent. When he glares at me, I can't help myself from taking a few steps backwards.
我らの因縁に決着をつけるとしよう。
With that, he disappears into the night before anyone can do anything to stop him. All that remains is angry shouting of the men searching for him, and our own confusion. Several hours later, we have returned to the mansion. Delacroix disappeared into the forest without being captured. The auction organizers placed an even greater bounty on him, and the greedy hunters hooted and shouted in excitement. Look, I wouldn't change my option. I did the best I could. Once we came back to the mansion, Van Helsing announced they needed some fresh air and went outside. It's already midnight, but nobody seems to want to retire to their room yet. I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing. What did Van Helsing do in the past? We already know! He told us what he did! Did he murder that boy's father? Yes, he was a vampire. That dude killed a bunch of vampires. Hello? If so, why did he do such a thing? There are so many questions, but I can't quite tell if it's my place to ask him outright. The silence is finally broken by the Count.
私たちは選ばなければいけませんね。
What?
彼と直接対峙し、彼の気が変わるよう促すか、それとも彼が今後私たちに危害を加えられないようにするか。
The latter option is probably a genteel way of suggesting that we kill him. I assume as much, but I can't bring myself to ask for clarification.
なこと言ってもさ、相手は子供なんだぜ。戦おうって気にはなんねえよ。
Me too, and he seemed to have his reasons for doing what he did.
そうだね。だけどドラクロワ2世は僕たちを殺すと宣言したんだ。何も考えないわけにはいかないよ。
Yeah.
とにかく俺たちだって黙って殺されるわけにはいかねえんだ。明日奴のアジトに行ってみようぜ。
アジ
Right and early.
あのドラクロワ2世の言っていたバントの因縁の地という場所ですか？
向かうのはいいけど、それってどこにあるわけ？
Yeah.
バンしか知らないんじゃね？
それにこれはバン個人の問題でもあります。そうやすやすと彼が私たちを同行させるでしょうか。
そればっかりは本人次第だな。嫌だと言われりゃそれまでだ。とにかく今日は解散しようぜ。 何をするにも休息は必要だからな。
Lupin is the first to leave the room. MP, Saint Germain, and Victor eventually all head up to their own rooms. As for me, for some reason I don't want to go to bed just yet, so I remain in my chair. I wonder how long I've been sitting here. I sit in the quiet, deserted lounge with my eyes closed. Taking my nap, I hear a noise and raise my head to see Victor standing at the open door.
いや、ずいぶんと遅くまで起きてるね。
I'm taking a nap. So many thoughts keep coming up in my mind, so I can't sleep. What about you?
僕も君と同じかな。
Delacroix?
うん。これまでに彼が起こした事件を最初から全て調べてみたんだけど、狙った獲物はみんな元は吸血鬼の王族が持っていた財産だったものらしいんだ。
Yeah, it's like he wants his shit bag. What?
つまり彼は盗んでいたんじゃない。奪われた吸血鬼の財産、同胞の形見を取り返していたんだよ。
知れ者ども、道を開けろ。世は世が手に入れるべきものをここへ取り返しに来たのだからな。
Is that true?
多分バンもそのことは分かっているんだろうね。彼ほど深く吸血鬼たちの滅亡を知る人はいないだろうから。
Victor, do you know Van Helsing well?
いや、知っているのは表面的なことだけだよ。彼は2年前の吸血鬼戦争で英雄になった。彼のおかげで吸血鬼戦争は短期に終結し、英国軍は軽微な被害で済んだと言われている。人類に危害を加えようとした吸血鬼たちのアジトに乗り込んで、吸血鬼の王ドラクロワを殺し、その一族を全員殺したと言われてる。戦争はそれがきっかけで終結した。あとはただ残党狩りがあっただけだ。
Was all that necessary? Victor slowly shakes his head.
吸血鬼という存在が人類に危害を加えようとした。
Well, you know what, anything.
それがどこまで本当なのか僕にはわからないよ。
They killed some people, they were like, oh no, they're gonna kill all of us.
でもはっきり言えることがある。戦争はただの殺し合いだ。
Well, justice isn't a real concept anyways. I noticed that Victor's hands are clenched tightly into fists. There's no, like... I can't look under a tree and find justice. There's no such thing as justice in nature. It's only what humans... what is created by humans. It's a human construct. Victor, what's the matter?
ああ、いや、僕も宮廷錬金術師なんてやっていたからさ。あの戦争に関しては他人事じゃいられなく
Just to
て。
fucking dunk on him a little bit. Anything and nothing can be justice. Victor's tone makes me feel like he's avoiding the truth. What's just in one country isn't just in another. And there's no real reasoning behind it other than the culture and the expectations and norms.
それでもバンは簡単に誰かを殺すような冷酷な人間じゃないと思うんだ。
I mean, I don't think he's just doing it just because.
彼が称えられているいわゆる英雄的な行為は事実か。
Yeah, I think so too.
ああ、話し込んじゃったね。僕もそろそろ寝るとするよ。君も早く眠った方がいい。
Thanks. Victor smiles and gives me a little wave as he leaves. I still can't sleep, though, so I head outside the mansion. I only have one reason for doing so. I saw Van Helsing through the window, and couldn't help but come out after him. I wonder where he went. I know I saw him right here. I feel that if I can see him, the thoughts that stir up my emotions, like Van Helsing's past and Delacroix II's hateful gaze, will somehow be smooth. Oh. I find him. He doesn't seem to be doing anything, just standing here deep in thought. I'm about to call out to him, but then I see what somehow sorrowful state he is in, and I hesitate.
ん？お前か。こんな時間に何をしている？
Van Helsing noticed me before I can make up my mind to speak. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I feel uncomfortable asking. Look, it's just me. I never like asking about other people's past. It's not my fucking place. He can come to me if he wants to talk about it. That's just me. No, it's nothing.
そうか。
Van Helsing responds softly without looking in my direction. I won't ask. I can't bring myself to ask. If I were to ask him if he killed Delacroix's father, he would most likely tell me the truth. But there's nothing I could do about it, even if I knew the truth. Yeah, there actually is nothing to gain. Like, oh yeah, I fucking killed him. I skinned him alive. Oh wow, that's pretty fucked up. I probably wouldn't be able to even be sad or surprised about it.
カルディア。
If he wants to bring it up, he can. What is it?
明日、私はドラクロワ2世の元へ行く。あの少年との関わりを避けることは許されない。
Alright. The young boy said he would kill Van Helsing. If he's decided to go there, that must mean he is willing to kill or die. Van Helsing's eyes reflect a silent yet unwavering strong will.
私は部屋に戻る。お前も用がないのなら部屋に戻る。
Good talk, buddy. I nod and make my way back to the mansion. When I enter my room, CC comes up to me, wagging his tail. I'm sorry. That's right, we always sleep together. Were you worried about me? Everything's fine, let's go to bed. CC hops onto the bed and curls up. I feel the weight of a small body by my feet, and close my eyes. Van Helsing, Delacroix II, my father, and me. I think about all kinds of things, but the conclusion I ultimately arrive at is simply everyone probably lives under the burden of all the different events in their pasts. Yeah. What burden am I carrying? Well, the shit you want to block out from the last time you were out with people. It's with this thought that I gradually fall asleep. The next day, train ride. The train slowly leaves the station. We're headed for the place where Delacroix II is waiting for us. According to Van Helsing, it is far to the north of London, all the way in Scotland. It's at least one whole day's journey away. Hey, at least he's coming with us. In the end, we all decided that we would travel there together. Van Helsing had no objections to our request to accompany him. That's surprising to me. Van Helsing and Delacroix II, do they mean to continue fighting until one of them falls? Probably. One having lost his family and the other having taken it away. Even if this is the path they've chosen for themselves. All I can think about is whether there is a way to avoid Van Helsing's death. And the death of Delacroix II.
天候があまり良くありませんね。これは一雨来そうだ。
Telling. I look outside the window. Mood setting. Ominous gray clouds cover the sky. Feels like a foreshadowing of the events to come, and I avert my eyes from them. From that point until we arrive, no one says much, and we spend our time either looking out the window or reading. The boy's father died during the Vampire War. He says Van Helsing killed him.
どうかしたか？
I didn't want to ask it! Without realizing I had been staring at Van Helsing. Oh yeah, it seems like you haven't slept much. So I was wondering if you're alright.
そうか。私は問題ない。お前こそ。
I mean, if it's an all-day trip, I'd sleep on the fucking train. With those few words, the conversation comes to an end. I wonder what he's thinking right now. Probably about his past. We're all deep within a forest. We arrive at the right station at dawn, but there's still a long journey ahead. It's already sunset.
もうすぐ日が暮れますね。目的の場所というのはまだ遠いのでしょうか。
もう少しだ。
We walk through the woods in silence. Van Helsing? Silence. But I don't back down and keep talking. What are you going to do to that boy? If the only options are to kill or be killed, what did he come here? What did he come here to do?
さあな。
He doesn't give a clear answer and starts walking even faster. We walk for 2 more hours. The scenery suddenly opens up around us, and the tall trees are replaced by a tall building.
おお、こりゃすげえや。
うーわー、すごく大きなお屋敷だね。ずいぶん古いようだけど。
吸血鬼一族の歴史は古く、各地に点在していたようです。ここもその拠点の一つなのでしょう。
なんつうか、でかいしすげえんだけど、なんか寂しい場所なんだな、ここ。
Now that I mention it, the castle does have a certain sadness. What's a castle? The place where... Oh, never mind. It does it every time! The place where Delacroix, the leader of vampires in Van Helsing, battled. The exact location is unknown, but is likely in the northern region of the United Kingdom. Is that boy waiting for us all by himself in that mansion that used to stand with such dignity in the past? Probably. Man, it mirrors what Cardio went through. Huh.